Fucking backwood.
Yeah, like that's the assumption.
Yeah.
That's the okay.
Backwood is the umbrella
The brown
of
one.
tobacco leaf.
I would just call it a blunt. But I guess Raul ain't no smoker.
Stop it. That girl be chiefing it down, goddamn.
Anyways, we're talking about how
trying to keep it
hometown
ladylike.
needs to clear his throat because he's sounding like somebody uncle on the podcast.
This would be a good segue to be like, man, speaking of clear throats, rest in peace.
What that got to do with anything?
We're going to talk about,
James Earl Jones first.
clear my throat.
Oh, that's not Fat Man Scoop though.
Fat Man Scoop hat? That ain't Fat Man Scoop.
No, that's
Damn.
Doechii Fresh.
Damn. That's a deal.
Let me
We
clear
got to pull out a blooper reel, man. This shit is good.
First day back.
That nigga got the shades on him and let that nigga drunk up under there.
He was asleep the whole time. That nigga dead. Put him there for props.
God.
Oh, y'all should have seen the nigga in Miami.
I thought a dead nigga in Miami. I'm like, damn.
Oh God, no.
Crazy. What if I took my shades off and my eyes look crazy shit? But not put them shits back on, bro.
Oh man, you the niggas that Clips used to rap about.
Wow.
Walking zombie.
Oh man.
All right, man. Come on, man.
Welcome to the Beatsnchill podcast. We're back for a summer recap episode 138. To my right, I got Jazz.
Hey.
To my left, I got DJ RAULtheFOOL, and behind the cam, and on the mic, we got Tyree,
Hello.
aka Shivers Narco.
AKA.
You don't even know the rest. All you
What
just
freaky
like,
fake? Like come on! I've been around.
Look how Tyree look at you. Better not fuck this up.
we're back at Studiio 22, and it's been quite a summer. How was your guys' summer, man?
I mean, I ain't had to work, so that was great.
Right.
I was doing a bunch of shit around the house,
True.
as a homeowner does. Didn't want to do it, but
Big flex.
I get that.
I have to.
Cutting grass is shitty.
Cutting grass fucking sucks.
I hate it.
And that shit, every time you unzip one cloud, a little sprinkle, 10 inches on the grass. I'm like, God damn. But I ain't had to work, so I had a great summer.
Cool.
I was outside. I had fun.
That's insane.
But I did have a good summer. I've been out to these events, having fun, going out to eat, finding new places I've never been. Like, I ain't been to the Edition, never been to Alter Ego. I didn't even realize downtown was popping like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a good summer. Aside from like car bullshit, I've been having a good summer.
Yeah. Yeah, summer was cool. I feel like I just feel like I worked a lot, bitch. I feel like OT was my fucking middle name, bitch.
Like the money monster was out, bitch, eating my goddamn pocket.
So money.
What is going on?
Like, God damn, bro. Hometown OT out this bitch.
Wow.
That's what I was. But no, summer was cool. I do feel like the start of summer though, it felt kind of like kind of just like blah. Like people was kind of complaining that it wasn't much to do outside. Did y'all get that? Did y'all see that?
Not this one. You was outside the whole.
Like, I was
say?
like, what?
Some people were just like, it's not enough to do. Like, what are the events at? Stuff like that. I guess more so in the hip hop events. It was hella DJ parties that you could go to.
But that's considered hip hop, no?
Yeah, but I guess rap shows.
I guess there wasn't a lot of rap tours. But
Yeah.
it was shit to do.
Yeah, I think the tours. I mean, tours are coming back as of September.
Yeah.
Right. We just
I
had
think
Childish
the
Gambino.
biggest one
Yeah.
that was happening during the summer was Megan and Glorilla.
Yeah, and then Childish Gambino was just last week.
And he just canceled that bitch.
Okay, been on cancel the store? Rest of the store?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cause,
Oh, really?
Health
And they got COVID.
issues. No.
COVID came back.
But it's not.
It did. Well, I ain't never really leave.
It's like the flu, fever.
Yeah,
cold.
niggas is gonna keep catching it.
Yeah.
You just built up a resistance to
Cut
it.
my hands off
Stop touching niggas with your hands.
so I can't catch it.
I didn't catch that.
But overall, summer was cool though. You know, leads me to, you know, Tampa Beat Weekend. We brought that back this summer.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Tampa Beat Weekend was the 5th one. We didn't do 2023 because I had no money. So, we brought it back 2024. We did it during the anniversary month, which was a difference. How did y'all feel about doing it in August as opposed to doing it like in June and shit? Usually June is like, you know, very early in the summer. We get that shit out the way.
Yeah. It went well. I think the caliber of acts we had this year, like every act was good. Yeah. Even for like the beat battle, every act was like good. Like I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I ain't want they sets to end, not because I didn't want to work, but I ain't want they sets to end. Everybody had like fire beats and all that stuff. Yeah. So it's just, you know, it's good to see that we still are booking quality talent.
Yeah. Granted, we couldn't do the beat battle, but it was cool to have like the producers do like beat sets and Asara perform. It was crazy. I think we wasn't playing, but we was back at the Bricks.
I think that was the coolest part of it, is being back at the Bricks.
That was very nostalgic in a way.
Yeah. Was that a difference? Did you feel like there was any difference being there this time?
Fear.
Fear?
Huh? No,
he's gonna throw out fear.
Fear. Because the last time we did a show there was February of 2020.
Ladies' night.
Damn. Really?
Yeah, that was the last.
That's 4 years ago.
Before COVID like hit.
Yeah, that was the last time we was in the
Because
Bricks.
the next thing was
that
supposed
March
to be a
we were supposed to do this.
expo.
Yeah, we were supposed to do the sneaker event.
I was ready, and then bam.
You weren't ready.
I was like, what? I don't know what shoes I'm gonna wear. I had a fit.
What you was gonna wear?
I don't even remember anymore. It was
Because you
4
wasn't
years
ready.
ago.
You were supposed to know 4 years after, goddamn.
You ready?
It was that hard.
I'm shamed.
If you was supposed to go to prom and that shit get canceled, I'm like, bitch, I had that goddamn pinstripe suit with these goddamn Stacey Adams on. I was gonna rock that motherfucker.
Now that was not prom. Stop it.
But Tampa Beat Weekend was really cool. I think one of the differences that I like I say one of the biggest things that I like was the merch. I have one of the shirts.
Oh, product placement.
You know what I'm saying?
Product placement.
Shout out to Cave Printing.
I forgot I got this.
Shout out to Cave Printing. But yeah, the merch was a huge satisfier for me, just because we never really had the history of Tampa Beat Weekend, or just Beatsnchill. We never really have consistent fire merch. You know what I'm saying? We did the Beatsnchill tees, and it was all right. We tried the Tampa Beat Weekend merch, and every year we tried it. It was just lackluster.
Yeah.
A lot of people like the black one too.
People don't like a black shirt, so that was cool.
Wasn't the designs different though?
Yeah, the designs were different. Yeah. But yeah, every time we do merch, it's always even when we did it in 2022, it's it's cool. You know what I mean?
But wasn't no must have. They didn't feel like they had to have it.
Niggas can't read. It was too many names on the back. So if you see that motherfucker, you like, man, I can't read.
I mean, it was a tour shirt, so it was supposed to. I mean, it was a showcase, so there's gonna be a lot of names on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
make it look like tour merch. I get what you was getting at.
Yeah, so but this year I felt like I didn't have to. The design, even though the designs felt more cohesive with the event, and having just two different type of designs was cool. Giving the audience options. And then how we displayed the merch, even though I felt it
looked like tour merch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I felt all right, this looks like what an event would look like a concert or whatever.
As a host, how'd you like your host?
Oh, Jamie was cool. Jay Wiz was cool. I seen Jay Wiz at this Loud on 7th event yesterday, and he was like, man, that shit was smooth, man. I kind of thought that shit was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? And Jamie, she did a good job. She was super nervous at first because she was like, damn, am I supposed to what do you want me to do on stage? And I was like, bro,
this all your peoples. You know what I'm saying?
The same shit you do at Heat Wave and all that shit. Just introduce the act, speak to the audience. You know what I mean? Whatever. I feel like she did a good job.
Yeah, she did.
I think it was cool to have like her personality that was different from like the acts on stage.
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of cool. Besides maybe Barely Legal, they were very outlandish. But
As usual.
I think it was a good mix of just people on stage. I did get good feedback, a lot of good feedback on you as far as like DJ set.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was like yo, Raul did this thing, bro. That shit was nice. You know, I don't know if you've gotten that from people or like people DM you or shit.
You know, I'm pretty antisocial. I don't be talking to people, but I feel you relaying the message, so I will continue to do that for the people.
The venue, New World was cool. I think it was a perfect spot for
I love that
it.
venue. I like that there's a restaurant on the side and there's a like music hall area.
Yeah,
The separation.
A lot of the
line.
artists was saying like, "Oh man, this sounds good." When they was there for sound check, even
That was the biggest thing.
even like
the
Barely
sound.
Legal, they was like, "Man, this sounds so good." I never performed on the stage where I had like I could hear myself in the mic and the monitors and everything is working,
Right.
and the beats sound good. So, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Sound quality of a show
Yeah.
was probably the best we've had.
Yeah.
Like, I think they did a better job with the sound for this show than we did for Sermons Fest.
Yeah, definitely.
T's even told me that she likes the sound at
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah, the engineer, he's pretty good. I think his name Paulie.
Yeah, that dude's
really
cool as hell.
Really cool. Shout out to New World staff, and you know the Bricks. We done went through so many different staff changes there, but
Yeah,
even though it was like a last minute thing, what people don't know is that it was supposed to be at Hooch and Hive, but there were some booking issues that we had to find a last minute spot, and they were very
accommodating.
allowing us to do that last minute. So shout out to the Bricks as well, man.
I'm glad it was at the Bricks instead of Hooch and Hive. Just because it was just so nostalgic to be
Yeah,
back
I think that helped definitely because we didn't do the beat battle. I feel like if the beat battle was gonna still go down, I would have rather have it at Hooch and Hive.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want them. I didn't know who beats. We done seen people play beats and them shits ain't mixed. Like, oh, this shit is about to blow fucking Raul speaker. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean everything worked out. So
When a nigga was hosting at the Bricks, I couldn't get the video of that nigga going like this from the fucking the auditions.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh yeah. After he came out, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this dude.
yeah.
Not I remember
So that's
this
cool,
too.
man. You know, some people just have like history and connections with the platform, and then you know being able to work with it later. So that was cool.
Who is like your favorite person you saw perform?
I would just say that I liked it. I liked it when Barely Legal performed "The Best Friend."
That was very
when they brought everybody on
very
stage.
nice moment. Anybody that knew the lyrics, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, for me, one, I was just like, I didn't think they was gonna bring on people, so it looked cool. And then I just like that. That's one of my favorite songs off their latest album. And then I think it was kind of like it made me kind of I was able to like reflect in that moment, and then like seeing like all my friends was there. You know what I mean? Seeing
how
Pat
cute.
and you know Jordan, and Santos, RC. So that was pretty cool.
When they went around hugging niggas, I'm like, hey man, what's wrong with you?
Tyree. You done skipped Tyree.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, motherfucker, that's what you gonna say my name. What do you mean?
I'm one of the bestest.
You know, so
Oh my god,
That was
that's
cool.
That
hilarious.
nigga was like,
and then
It did kind of look like the pop out Kendrick did at when they brought all those people on the stage.
Yeah.
I was like, this is
That was cool.
a fire ass vibe going
Yeah.
on. I do like Sherelle. Sherelle did good. I like how Sherelle performed, even though she's like right before them.
yeah, I think
And Brittany Carter.
yeah, I didn't really get a chance to catch Brittany Carter much.
She was a
She was
fresh
good.
person.
Yeah.
She was good.
hell.
I miss the dude Quater artist, and I miss Monet.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
miss
was
that.
getting tater tots next door. Hungry as a bitch. Jesus Christ.
Cutscene tapes. You gonna blame us for missing somebody?
Nah, Monet, you could tell Monet definitely has been practicing on her lyrics. I mean, not lyrics, but the vocals when she sings.
Yeah.
That shit was hitting. Even when she did it for like sound check.
Yeah, she sounded.
I went up to her like, "You been practicing singing? Like that shit coming through." She's like, "Oh, thank you. That means so much because I have been practicing." So it's just cool to see like, and you know where she was at before, and then which wasn't
You just booked
bad.
the 8 months prior at Sermons Fest, and I could tell that like
Is a big change.
that performance was kind of like very new for her.
Yeah.
So she definitely seemed a
Like her
little bit more
breath
polished.
control, she didn't look tired or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was rapping the whole time.
Yeah.
So that breath control and
And it makes a difference, man. Shout out to all the artists who take their craft serious. Shout out to all the artists who performed at Tampa Beat Weekend, who made it to sound check.
Really
and
good
did their
lineup.
sound check correctly.
Yeah.
And made sure they did the show. Put on a hell of a performance.
What time was sound check?
Sound check was
6.
like 6 o'clock.
Started at 6.
It's like 5 to 6 or some shit like that.
Okay.
6 to 7. But yeah, I didn't know Quay the artist was that fucking tall.
Man, that motherfucker.
I knew he was tall, but I was like, man, every time I saw him, I'm looking up.
That nigga is tall, bitch.
Chin up talking to that nigga. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
But he was cool too. He got
I
to
could
the
hear
crowd.
him from outside. I was like, damn, I wish I could go see. I just want to
Yeah.
see some of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very cool environment. Just also seeing the type of like audience that the event
Showed
brings
up,
out.
Yeah.
You don't know how much of that is contributed to like the artist, or is that the brand? Like, you know what I'm saying? You start seeing all these different types of people
I
come
just
out.
like we had a wide array of artists.
Yeah.
You had like the Barely Legals, who was just like turned up. You had Wahid, who was just like a cool, laid back, currency type rapper. You had Sherelle, who's bringing it like for the girls, like the rapping girls, her and Monet, and then Johnny Champagne in the beginning, just kind of
Shit fire.
just set it all. I was like, damn, it was just so everybody was different, but they were different and good.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because usually when they different, you know, what the fuck is this? But there was no what the fuck is this moments.
That's
shit was
very
so
true.
funny.
There
Every
was
time
no
Johnny Champagne
cringe
performed.
moment.
Yeah, there wasn't. There wasn't.
Every time Johnny be on stage, you did Lord of Mercy. That shit was
Lord
funny.
of mercy. I'm mad at Miss Johnny Champagne. I love his music. It's pretty good.
He's very good at what he does.
Yeah, and I like the fact that everybody either is like they are dropping music. Like everybody was kind of like building on dropping music prior to or after the release.
They used that opportunity properly.
Yeah.
You know, they performed and then dropped some new shit right after.
Yeah, like wasn't Wahid on the radar?
On the radar.
Yeah, it was like actually like 4 people have on the radar
Monet.
appearances. Monet,
Wahid.
Barely Legal, Wahid, Brittany Carter. Yeah, I think that's the 4.
Then Barely Legal got on the radar?
Yeah, they've been on the radar. That was like maybe 2 years ago.
Bitch, stop
Really?
it.
Damn,
I
for
didn't
real? I
know
didn't know that.
that.
Yeah.
Inserts clip.
That's when they did the Rolling Loud. I think they did Rolling Loud in New York,
Okay.
and that's when they went.
Oh,
and
I
did
think I kind of remember that. Just a
like 2 years
little
ago.
tiny bit. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that was dope. And having like, I think this time we were more prepared as a team. I think before we kind of had like when we did it in 2022, I think we were just all overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like we had a team, but we were just all overwhelmed. And we
There
had
was a lot of shit happening.
and we had
Tyree was in the back.
Tyree was fucking serving barbecue.
Oh. That nigga said, man, all these people, bitch, I don't know how they do this shit.
Complete night and day between the 2 Tampa Beat weekends with Tyree. Complete night and day.
Oh, man. And it was
God.
for one, we had an inside and outside and it rained, so everybody was
that's
inside,
true.
so the space was like compacted. So we really couldn't move around like we wanted to either, so that made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I'm
then the
saying?
amount of people that was coming in at like one time, that rush.
Yeah.
Me and Lauren was dying.
And we had more things going on. Like we had DJs outside, so it was a lot more entertainment. That it was almost kind of planned that you would maybe miss something.
Yeah.
This time everything was like focused. So like if you just missed something, it was just cause like
You was
Yeah.
outside
doing whatever.
something, yeah.
shout out to the people who came out and got content. Shout out to Archive. Shout out to Poppy Cleve came out and did an interview with Barely Legal, and other people just came out and took pics and stuff like that. That was pretty dope. But like having that team was like, I feel like when we did the team in 2022, we had some people that was just like helping out that one time, so they're not always like helping out like that.
Yeah.
But this time, everybody that was helping out on the team was like
on the team.
People
on the team the
Yeah.
whole time, you know. So I felt like that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Because we have a good communication with one another.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. I think this is the first Tampa Beat Weekend where I didn't feel exhausted after the weekend.
Because you ain't had the host.
I mean, not only that I didn't have to host, I didn't have to do too much running around. Like, it just wasn't a lot of, I wasn't too stressed out. Usually I'm like stressed out, exhausted,
missing shit,
broke. Just
that boy hosting in the blue Crocs that one time because he couldn't make it back home. That boy was hosting up there. Nigga was like he was on the couch. And he was like, yeah, next act. That nigga had an orange t-shirt, shorts, and some blue Crocs.
Yeah, man.
I was like, hey, that boy's ahead of the wave.
Tough. But shout out to everybody who also came out and supported, bought merch, bought a ticket, or just showed up to, you know, day one.
Y'all.
We do appreciate that. So that was pretty cool. And we are looking to plan for 2025. So trying to bring it back to where it's consistent every year. Also, just want to give some shout outs to Knux. With Beatsnchill Recordings, we released our first project called BRUS. It's an instrumental album or beat tape, whatever you want to call it. So that's out on all platforms. Feel free to support it on Bandcamp. But yeah, shout out to Knux. We did he also had a set at Tampa Beat Weekend day one, along with Beaumont, and also Whoa. Well, he was dope as hell. Dope as well. He did he produced Monet's project. Yeah. Or most recent project. He was like one of the main producers. But he's got like a nice little catalog, bro.
He do?
Yeah, he's cool.
Knux's release party was pretty dope.
Yeah, like that's one thing too. I never really got a chance to like ask y'all like, what did y'all think about like that whole listening event we did for the BRUS album?
I think it was a very
was that the Micro Cinema?
Very unique way to do a producer release party, like something to look at, but like feel like you're at like a function. Yeah, because it's just listening to beats, but you brought like more to than just listening to beats. It was a whole vibe to it.
And to be honest, I knew that like jumping out with a producer's beat tape would be just a hard sell to keep people's attention anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Just you dropping the album alone is already tough to keep capture people's attention.
Album releases, unless you performing the album, it's weird. We've been there before where niggas just play the tracks and niggas just be sitting there like this the whole time and you just be like,
I like that you got to sit down. Yeah, I don't really like going to album. I got to stand up for an hour and 30 minutes just listening to this music that I never heard before. Right. Just like I'm just standing up. Okay. It was cool. I fuck with it.
So seats.
Seats are important. Fact.
And it was kind of dark, so you didn't have to worry about like making eye contact with somebody. You could just sit there. You can
like
look
being
down.
at the movie.
Yeah. Fuckers be bright as fuck, music playing.
And then like you don't want to make no facial expressions. It was like some shit whack.
Exactly.
Like,
you avoid all of that. All of that.
So no, that shit was good. Yeah, but that just goes showing taking that extra step and making visuals to it is important. You know what I'm saying? Because if we didn't have any visuals, we would just be sitting there kind of listening and be like, all right, what the fuck going on?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, and me and Knux, we talked about that idea, and we was like, you know, the goal with this, one of the goals with the album is to like spark creativity in the community on how they release music. Like, we already in an era where like valuing music is kind of like
on the
question.
Low end. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can we get people to, you know, revalue the music even on a local level, and for producers, you know what I'm saying? So it's like just kind of like sparking creativity on how to like just create eventful things for people to maybe just like talk about, oh, that thing I went to this summer was cool, or like whatever. We don't have enough of that.
That was his album release was in conjunction with Merge Culture.
Yeah, so that was like a last minute thing that was not planned at all.
Oh,
like
okay.
so the Crest Building, which has been like the latest like low budget platform
place
or
to have some shit.
Right. So they always do a bunch of different art shows, and people rent out like little spaces and do galleries and stuff like that. Sidebar, there was like some guy that threw like spaghetti sauce on some shit. Right?
Yeah, Junkyard had his he had an art show there. That's the same day that that tomato shit was done.
Yeah, some dude, you know, I don't know if it was in protest or some shit.
It was like, you know how they threw spaghetti sauce like on the Mona Lisa somewhere?
Yeah.
Somebody tried to like kind of create a moment and did that in the art show and like put spaghetti sauce and shit on people. Paintings once they donated them to the thing. Mm-hmm. And he tried to flip it and be like,
climate change.
I offered to pay you guys or I tried to give you guys some money for it. Like, bitch, that don't fucking matter, nigga.
People brought their families to go see that shit.
Bro, if I would have brought a picture I painted on it, you put spaghetti sauce on it, you would have spaghetti sauce on your ass, bitch. Spaghetti, oh no.
It turned into a barbershop, giving out fades left and right, goddamn.
Spaghetti.
We booked. There was this one of the rooms that was being rented out was by a company called Micro Cinema Screen Door Ybor, and they do like a mini theater where they do like indie films and just like whatever. So I was like, that'd be cool to do the listening party. We just kind of create like a different vibe, create a visual, and just like listen to the album that way. Ain't no words on it, right? So it's just an instrumental album. So why don't we just give them a visual to kind of just soundtrack it? So we booked it, and then, you know, just because people kind of hit me up about events. Around the time we booked it was around that 813 day, so people be trying to like do 813 day activities and things like that. So Tony from Merge Culture hit me up, was like, yo, bro, I'm doing this thing. I want to really like do some type of homage to like the producer community, or this like beat city thing or whatever. Do you have any like producers or anything like that you can like recommend? I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, we also doing a listening event at Crest Building as well. He was like, yeah, what day? I was like, the 15th. He was like, yo, we can make this a thing. Like, we can, you know, that whole week.
That shit worked, because right after we was done with the listening party, we went out there and was looking at a bunch of art.
Yeah.
Some people I picked up a couple pieces. So that shit worked.
Right. Cool. So, I mean, that was just how that came together. It was literally just a phone call, random. We didn't know, and then we just ended up making it put together. So,
that's cool.
Yeah. So right now we just every Bandcamp Friday is back, where, you know, if you purchase an album off Bandcamp, they waive the fees that they take out from the artist. So pretty much, I want to say 95% or maybe 100%. I'm not sure if it's 100%, but pretty much a larger amount goes to the artist when you know, purchase their music. So Bandcamp Friday passed. It's very first Friday of the month. October will be, you know, back. Bandcamp Friday will be back in October, so make sure to look out for the BRUS album there. In conjunction with that, we're doing like these releases where he's taking the knowledge route, where he's taking like Florida songs, Florida artists, and flipping them with his production.
True.
So he
had dropped that Boss Man D-Lo shit.
Yeah, so we got the Boss Man D-Lo, Lil Tyler one, and then we dropped the LP Pootie one. So you got some more coming out. So keep a lookout for that for sure.
What else?
You want to go to the Doechii mixtape review, recap, reaction,
or we should talk about these subtopics?
We can get into the subtopics before or after. How you want to do? You want to do Kendrick and Drake right after the Doechii mixtape? So all right. So, seeing that we're finna talk about the Doechii mixtape, before we get into that.
Wait. It's an album or a mixtape? I thought it was an album.
It's a mixtape. It's called a mixtape.
Alligator Bites Never Heal is a mixtape?
Yeah, it's a mixtape. That's what she classified. But I mean, who cares? Like,
I do, because she definitely want her debut album to be better than the mixtape she got.
I just don't think it matters no more. I don't think it matters no more.
For TDE, in my opinion, it does.
Well, what's the difference between this mixtape?
I don't think it matters, because I feel like some people like put mixtape album because the way they want you to judge it. You know what I mean? So I feel like you should judge music as music. You know?
I just feel like because TDE is so strategic about the debut albums for each of them.
I feel like that's strategic part. Classified as a mixtape, so we can't be like, well, your debut album wasn't XYZ. Like, it was just a mixtape at the end of the day. So it's like,
right. And I guess like the intention and whatnot, but it's like how I see it is like it's all art. You know what I mean? Like
I get that.
You can't really do that with like paintings, right? Like, oh, this painting, that's like, that ain't the real painting. That's just like,
that's mixed paint.
It's a sketch. We just made a sketch. You know, that's funny.
But if we, and I think and we can go on to, I want to go into like the best and worst releases of the summer. But I want to say that like, I think there's a bit of programming when it comes to the labels and mainstream media, and how like the institution of music business has invaded how we view and value the art, right? Like when you think about mixtapes was originally just like something the DJ did mainly the DJ did, and then the artist was featured on it, and then the artist and the DJ would feature together, and they would just go over different instrumentals.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And then going into like when Drake kind of like ushered in making the mixtape sound more like original music, like an album.
And then Wiz was like, "Oh yeah, hold my beer,"
but
and drop Cushion Orange Juice.
Instrumentals aren't so far gone too.
Right, but the thing is like it was still featuring some of those things.
Yeah, okay.
But it was more like they were featuring a lot more original music, and then you got. You know, that's when we started seeing the mixture of like mixtape and EP and not knowing the difference in that. And
and I don't think that's how extended is.
That's how Friday Night Lights was too.
Yeah,
he had a bunch of originals and then like freestyling over shit.
Yeah, I feel like mixtapes don't really. If it's on a DSP like Apple Music, Spotify,
it's not a mixtape.
It's not a mixtape. If I can't take this song and put it on a YouTube video and not get a copyright strike or anything like that, it's not a mix. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can't have original. You can't have original beats that nobody else ever rapped on.
I get it.
And call it a mixtape. Well, you can, because that's what they do now. But I feel like ain't really a mixtape.
And I remember artists used to say, "Oh, it's a mixtape," because they had some shit they wanted to get off, and it wasn't really an album, and they'll throw it up on that piff for live mixtapes or something. And then it's like, okay, you have to go there to get it because it's not an official release.
Right.
I fuck when people say EP. I fuck when people say EP instead of album. I fuck with that.
But EPs be like shorter though, like way shorter.
Make that shit shorter than I don't know.
Supposedly, you know. But I remember when Kendrick did Overly Dedicated, he said that was an EP. The mixtape was the Kendrick Lamar. He even said, no, Kendrick Lamar EP was an EP, of course, and he made it like 16 tracks. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, these are confined like rules that
they just throwing titles on shit that's
not created by hip hop. Like hip hop didn't make these rules of what these labels are, but they're confined by it through the music industry.
No, I feel like hip hop did make these rules because nobody else really just.
I mean, an EP was always an EP before.
I'm talking mixtape part.
Well, but mixtape originally was just like the DJ mixing instrumentals and freestyles.
Yeah.
So like once we was like, all right, well, we just recorded these songs. They ain't under no label, so it's not really an album. And no one at the time was like, we finna independently drop albums for it.
Cause I feel like when Future said he dropped a mixtape, I feel like it has this different. It sound like a Future mixtape. I feel like his mixtapes don't sound like albums. I feel like his last 2 albums he dropped sound like real albums. If he was to drop like Monster or whatever,
or Beast Mode.
I feel like, I don't know, it just gives mixtape vibes.
So I think that's the thing too. So that is a privilege of having the history of conditioning a sound, right? So like when I make mixtapes, I want this sound to resonate when you hear my mixtapes. Yeah. Just like Big Crit was a big part of that.
Yeah.
Like all his mixtapes was very, very, very sample heavy. And it's like, I can't do this on the album. You feel what I'm saying?
Or mixtape Wheezy.
Yeah, I was just thinking about mixtape Wayne.
Right, so it's like the energy in what a sample can provide opposed to like acoustic and original production gives a different energy. So then it's like, man, this don't even sound like
a mixtape. It sounds like an album.
Right, so that's one level of looking at it, or POV. And then you just have like, oh, I don't want this to count towards
my
Grammy nominations and shit like that, or sales or whatever.
So I'm gonna throw this title on it.
That's like a business POV or industry POV, and I think those things confuse as consumers and how we value the music. Because if you take away all of those industry standards and all that bullshit, just compare the music. Just compare just the music.
Sounds like a
then it's
mixtape.
like, okay, now you can sit there and say, compare like Chance's stuff or Lil'Wayne stuff. Just like, okay, is the music good? Like, fuck the other shit. But
lastly, you don't have to worry about cohesiveness if you say it's a mixtape.
Yeah.
Like that idea just goes out of like the consumer's head. Like, okay, this don't have to flow well.
But you can
it's not an
approach an album. But you can approach an album and not necessarily. You can approach an album the same way if you wanted to.
But then you have to worry about it. I feel like when you do that, it has to be really good. The songs have to be good on their own. Because I don't give a fuck with this flow.
Yeah.
Right. Because like you look at Ty Dolla $ign's featuring Ty Dolla $ign album. Yeah. That that almost could have been like, it kind of felt like a mixtape.
That felt like a mixtape. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the sign language, which was a mixtape, sounds more like an album because the songs all flow together.
Right. So.
Well, just real quick, I just want to, for those who wondering what an EP is, what it's stated as is EP is a musical recording. EP stands for extended play that's longer than a single but shorter than an album. EPs are usually between 15 and 30 minutes long, and the track counts are usually between 3 to 8 tracks. The purpose of EPs are to keep fans engaged, build anticipation for full-length albums, and fulfill record label deals.
Yeah, and it's just an old definition because people's songs now be like a minute 30 seconds sometimes.
Right.
You can have fucking 15, 20 tracks and it should still be 37 minutes long.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's
that
like,
makes me think about No Worries album. Is it what y'all feel like is actually an
that's
album?
an album. That's an album
for sure.
I feel like they just dropped short songs.
Yeah, the songs are pretty
Like
good.
that Tierra Whack album, Whack World, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
them songs
the
like a
10
minute.
minutes.
That's because a lot of these terms are created when like music was uploaded on limited sources.
Yeah, and they had to like you gotta define the difference between
like
these
a vinyl
things.
record could only have like maybe like
Certain
40
amount.
minutes.
Yeah.
And budgets like, hey, we giving you $10,000 to drop this EP shit, but this your album we'll give you, I don't know, $2 million or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like,
No, you're right. It says the first EP was released in 1952, a 7-inch record with 7.5 minutes of audio on each side.
Exactly.
And songs are long as hell back in the day.
Yeah.
Right. So now you don't have that issue with online. So it's just kind of like we're just using terms as a business manipulative tactic.
Yeah.
And that's what I think causes the issue with how we value the music.
Sounds good,
Right.
but it ain't really that.
But best and worst releases of the summer. Well, let's start with the best. What are some of the best
Worries.
album releases? No Worries for sure.
Fucking Worries.
I really like No Worries. What about you, Raul?
Lotto album was really good.
a lot of albums good.
Denzel Curry.
Denzel Curry album was
I thought Denzel
fucking
Curry album
hard.
was fucking fire.
Yeah. Denzel Curry always have like albums. Actually, his albums be
Very good.
Yeah.
I just don't stay with him long enough.
This one's like, I didn't know the concept was going to be on this one.
The
But
last
once I
one
listened to it,
was
I was like, oh.
The last one was Kenny Beats.
Oh, yeah, where he dropped like a little mini movie with it, too. Yeah.
And that one I was vibing with, but I didn't stay with it. This one he recently dropped, I've listened to it quite a bit.
You know what album was good that I didn't want it to be good? I kind of wanted her to fail. I ain't gonna cap. Tyler.
Why you wanted it to not be
I just
good?
felt like she's kind of like
I said Tyler, she's not. She doesn't give me like.
She's
not a likable person. She doesn't give me likable
Doesn't
person.
seem like a likable
it's one of those. It's
He's
maybe
not a likable person.
you know me. I'm on that Black of the Berry shit. So it'd be like I felt like the powers that be are ushering her in as like the face of like Afrobeats and the Amapiano. And like Tim's is right here. You got all these other artists right here that
they've already been doing it.
darker.
It ain't gonna work though. Could we see it?
Yeah.
It's just like
I mean, when Charlamagne asked her that question on the Breakfast Club, like,
Right.
what about colorism? And she didn't answer it and looked to the back, that told me everything I needed to know. Right there.
But it was kind of like she's young looking girl, so it's kind of like it's almost like they found
who we can market.
what was the one girl that was dating Matt Miller?
I'm about to say
Ariana Grande?
It's like they found the Ariana Grande of like Afro beats and Amapiano like music.
what you keep saying? You keep saying Amapiano?
Amapiano?
who's like an African style.
That's the African.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck is that saying?
It's almost like a mixture of like dance hall and other
that shit T Couture be playing. There's a lot of on my piano.
Yeah, but I just felt like they were trying to usher her in through that. I feel like we're going to see a change in her discography. Like
it's gonna be. She's gonna have to get older. She's only 22.
I'm saying I think she's going to make like music like that. Granted, she's from.
Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna like just.
You think she's gonna do like
regular R&B songs?
Yeah, just like some nigga shit. You know what I mean? Pop shit or whatever.
Nigga shit.
Yeah. But her album was good though. That's the thing.
Yeah, the album was very good.
I said the album was good. I'm like, fuck, like
I have to tune in.
that shit is good.
Yeah.
No,
I listened to Tim's expecting it to be.
You like it? I thought Tim's album was
I didn't
good.
know Tim's dropped the album. I didn't know why she was torn. I was.
She had the J. Cole feature on there too.
Yeah. I wasn't really fucking with it though.
The album's
I
cool.
liked at
It's
least
chill.
one song in there. I was like, okay, I like this song a lot, but I wasn't moved.
Y'all want to fuck with K Tronada album?
Yes, K Tronada. The thing is with K Tronada is that sometimes he'll have records of other people that just be so good that you listen to that a bit more than like his album. But his album is like amazing. Like that shit sounds.
It's one of them things where it's like
beautiful.
Even when I'm in the gym listening to the album, it's like I don't know. It's like too much good music, but it's like he has a sound. He has a sound.
It's
It's
just a vibe.
and it was
You
like
just know
okay,
yeah.
I want to listen to something else because like I don't want to just listen to
I get that.
same. It's the same good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the tempos don't vary.
Yeah, that's what the
expected
tempos don't really
this
change,
Yeah.
but it's just
album
it's
to
all
be better
good.
than the last one. I like Bubba more than I like this.
Oh, no,
recent.
I
That
don't-
fucking
I don't
Spit It
think
Out
so.
song with Rochelle Jordan.
I think the last
is
album may
so
have
fucking good.
some better songs. I think that Craig David song on that bitch is very good.
Yeah.
But I think this album in totality may be better.
than that
Just
one.
yeah, because I think all these songs are actually fucking good.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, okay, well, good job, nigga.
And the thing is, like, it's not surprising because it's like it's almost like you expect it to be good. Because
Yeah.
every time you hear K Tronada featured as a producer, or featured, the song is always good.
It's
Yeah,
almost
that's
like having a Pharrell beat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the problem with his album is like everybody dropped good music, and it's just like. We said some of the songs he dropped with like them Lucy's, them songs be fucking great. Like the song he got with her, I feel like that's a great song.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic song.
Well, you got Twin Flame with Anderson .Paak. That shit's fire.
I don't know if I can think of
I
that
like
one.
that song.
But I feel like ain't no song on this album as good as that song. And it's just like, no, okay, well.
I see what you're saying.
So like everybody make good music.
Yeah.
That great. It's hard to come by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, I can make a good song right now if I want to, bitch.
But I feel like K Tronada is just I think
Probably
he's.
You got the resources.
I feel like K Tronada has went up over the past 2 years as a
DJ producer.
mega super producer because the album he did with Amine was that's the hip hop album he produced.
That's what I was gonna say.
That bitch is
That K Tronada introduced him to a lot of people that didn't really know who he was, in my opinion.
And I just feel like, you know, like you have so many producers that are like taking, like even Alchemist has announced that he's doing 2 different albums. He got a Schoolboy Q album he's dropping.
God damn.
You got a what?
You gotta stay on game,
I
girl.
think I saw that, but
Schoolboy
I just
Q and him,
feel like
they
it
announced
was-
recently that they're gonna be releasing the album.
They released a single on Friday. Ferraris and something.
Ferraris in the Rain or something.
Ferraris in the Rain, yeah.
I'm not listening to it. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah,
I want the album.
It is.
yeah. And him and Big Sean are dropping an album.
Okay.
Who?
Alchemist.
That's just gonna be good.
I'm a little more excited.
Is that
for
Together
Schoolboy
Forever?
Q one.
Yeah. So, yeah, another album that I enjoyed, and I'm still kind of like listening to, is Layla's album.
Not my problem.
Man, I turned that shit off so
That's
quick.
just not my problem.
I don't like the engineer. I don't like the way that shit sound. That drives me
And you know what I said?
crazy.
It sounded like she just did the album herself.
Bro, it sounded like they recorded. I'm like, I can't listen to this. Bro, I was like, I can't do it, bro. I wanted to listen to it so bad. I'm like, but it sound like,
Yeah.
That's just not my
cause like it's stuff like band labs now that people record on their phone and it sounds like you recorded in the studio.
Yeah.
So for your album to sound like that, it's like this might be your style. But shit, I ain't gotta fucking like it. But it's just like
Right,
this ain't for me.
Yeah.
I feel like
And I said it before. Oh, go
for
ahead.
a younger crowd. It just when I was listening to it, I was like, this is cool. But I can't really like fuck with it for real. But I felt like if I was in high school, maybe this would be my favorite shit right now.
And I also fucked me. Crazy part is, if this was like 06, 07, and I heard her music on MySpace, probably the best you ever heard. But it's like the fact that it came out of most Def was her dad. Yeah. It's like we know you know what good music sound like.
Yeah.
Sonically. So it's like, so for the engineer to sound like this, it's just like, there's no way anybody heard it. It's like, oh, this is mixed well. So it's just hard for me to
be honest. It's like, I like to think of her whole situation as kind of like with like Bronny and LeBron James, like nepotism. Like, honestly, I'm only listening. What's making me listen to this is her whole story. Yeah. It's her connection with Mos Def as you know, that's her dad. And like, she self-produced this album. So I'm kind of like, I'm more so pushing myself to listen to like the album. But it's more so this thing I heard from, it was an interview question that Earl Sweatshirt did about playlists. And he was like, he never really made playlists before or listened to playlists like that. And he was like, because it kind of goes against the album. But he said he recently just made his first playlist, but he was like, the way people listen to albums now and the way they used to listen to albums then is different. He was like, you're not gonna like every song on the album, but when you listen to it and you know those songs that even wasn't like your favorite songs, but you listen to it enough to the point where like you started to like maybe sing those songs, even though they weren't your favorite.
You start to
you start to understand where that artist was at or what they were trying to get their point across, and that's the part of like riding with an album, and no one does that. It's almost like I'm only taking what
I'm just
serves
picking
me
what I want, and then that's that.
And it's like that was an issue.
Yeah.
So he said he feels like that's something that is the playlist and streaming helped that divide.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to push myself to like listen to albums that like, all right, I know all of this doesn't serve me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that all of these are things.
This ain't all for me, but maybe.
But I'm trying to, because I used to listen to albums like that. Not every album I listened to, I loved every single song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta adjust your perspective.
Yeah. It's like a gift and a curse. Like the reason that it's like so easy and accessible for people to like record music in their room and put it on streaming, the DSPs in 2 days, is the reason why I feel like I don't have to listen to all this music, because it's just so much.
Right.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna listen to something else. Like, I don't have to make myself like 10 years ago I had to make myself like this music.
Yeah.
If Ty Dolla $ign or Kanye West dropped the album,
choices.
that's what I gotta listen to. You know
I also think it's I think the FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
I think that because you know there's more music out, you don't want to waste your time with shit that you ain't really feeling. Because now you know that you're missing out on something that's potentially good. Whereas back in the day when you was in high school or in middle school, you didn't know how much music you wasn't missing. So you just enjoyed whatever you had.
Yeah. Like that drive to work, you got 15 minutes. I gotta get ready for it. I'm driving to work. Do I try to listen to this new shit?
Right.
Do I listen to the song I know that I like and I'm gonna enjoy it and I'm gonna get to work and have a good time? I'm gonna turn that shit off. Let me put on the same song I listened to 100 times already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why even for me it's like, damn, remember how we did the Beatsnchill radio? I was like, oh, I'm the fucking problem. It's me. I'm the problem, bro. I can't sit with this shit longer. Like, bro, that Schoolboy Q album, that shit would have came out in like 2016. I'd have been like, damn, like I'm rocking this shit. But after a month and a half, I'm on to something else. You know what I'm saying? And even in that first month and a half, I'm already kind of like
weaning yourself off of it.
Yeah, you know, so. It ain't even the artist or the music quality. It's just
relate that much.
A release that I listen to a lot. I listened to Capella Gray album. Man, I play that motherfucker so much, man. Oh my god.
You dropped one?
Yeah. But it's like songs that was like. Crazy part is the songs that was on this album was songs I used to listen to on YouTube snippets when I first started working out. So these songs like 4 years old, and he just dropped the album, and the album cover ain't good. So it's just like it ain't nothing really.
I was wondering what was up with him, because when that boy went to I think he went to Joe Budden like a while back. This is when he was using that back that ass up beat on the fucking song, on whatever that was, and he was like, yeah, we got a lot of shit coming out, X, Y, and Z, this and that. So I was anticipating.
Hey, if this album would have dropped in, that motherfucker would have been a superstar. But it's just like, niggas, the hype done wore off. Song's good though. Some motherfuckers banging, but that's what it is.
I'm gonna have to pull that up.
I want to get into some of these little mini topics before we get into the Doechii mixtape and the Kendrick and Drake Aftermath. I feel like this summer was a summer of like some quality Crashouts. Definitely with Lil'Yachty kind of leading the pack. Straight on IG Live. It was like, you know, you use rude, man. Use rude as fuck. You know what I mean?
I used to dress all y'all.
Could you?
I was like, huh?
What, could you find yourself crashing out? Have you ever crashed out before? Meaning, have you just went off the rails and was just like calling out a motherfucker?
Nah, I ain't gonna crash out. I'll crash on a stranger. I'll cuss a motherfucker out on the game. But like 10 seconds later, I just know. Okay.
That's when I crash out in the game.
Oh yeah, this motherfucker crash on the game for sure. That shit's hilarious. Damn it! Nah, fuck that. I'm talking. He'll never be talking. He talking to something. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
The fuck, nigga, shut up. Nigga, just missed your fucking shot, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crash out in the game.
But that Lil'Yachty shit was weird.
It's weird because I've never seen him like that. I think that was the weirdest part. Like he's
Had
usually
multiple things coming
pretty
up.
quiet.
Yeah, from the Kendrick shit, kind of building up on him and being
because of his lines with Drake, and then
Yeah.
and then he made comments that was kind of like not necessarily in support of Drake, and then he had the fashion comments.
Did Caribou leave?
Yeah, she not part of Concrete Boys.
Yeah,
no.
I mean
Did she leave before he did all
No.
that? I mean, like the whole.
Well, yeah,
It was like in the mist.
that was.
Yeah.
I feel like
Crash
the
Out
last. That was like the last thing. What the thing with his homeboy was the last thing. That's all at the same time.
Okay.
So him crashing out was a result of people's speculation and the combination of like the shit with the podcast and whatnot. But he basically dropped her out of the group. He basically removed her because of the stuff he said. Like, I dressed y'all niggas, like I wrote all your raps, da 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 da. Like I gave you niggas money. You in the hole. You like 100,000 in the hole. Da da da.
You was a waitress when I met you. I was like,
That's fucked up.
I think they had a stronger relationship, and shit ain't go right.
Shit hit the fan.
Shit might have hit the fan a little bit. And their relations may have been a while ago, but the emotions still.
what do you mean, like a relationship?
That's
like
intimate.
That's all I'm gonna say with the relationship. I don't know
You know what
people
kind
do
of
in a room. You know
relationship
what I
they
mean?
be doing
Some shit
nowadays.
not the shit that me and you got. It ain't that type of relationship. I feel like they might have some relationship, or somebody. They were just like something had to happen.
Yeah, for him to be mad at everybody.
Yeah, or maybe he liked her. She was like, no, I'm good on that nigga.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Like,
what it
bitch,
was.
you
hope
can't
that ain't
dress. That's what happened.
Yeah,
That's
Nicki
what he got.
Minaj crashing out about the Super Bowl.
I didn't see that. I didn't
We'll
pay
get
that.
to that later. And then Dame Dash is still.
Losing
teeth still falling out.
Dame Dash, the worst thing he could have ever done in his mouth. I mean, crazy. The worst thing he could have ever done was open his mouth or say anything about 50 Cent without like securing your dentures or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you got fake teeth, it is what it is. That's the medical problem. I ain't gonna judge. But don't fucking talk 50 Cent without making them sure them motherfuckers glued in.
Yeah.
Are you fucking your teeth come out your mouth? I mean, yeah. Why glued in? Why are you talking about 50 Cent? That's the worst. Like, what the fuck would you do that?
50 Cent is a fucking troll at that.
Like what? Like it is what it
Nigga
is.
say you ain't got your Fixodent on deck, nigga, and you gonna talk shit? Glued in.
Did Desiigner say some shit about 50 Cent?
It was him,
He made
Hurricane
a
Quincy,
rap.
and Dame Dash.
He made a rap.
Who made a rap?
Designer and rap that shit in,
That shit was-
in like the backseat of a car.
That's Crash Out.
And I was like,
That's crazy.
what are you doing?
I think he put his dick out on a plane or something like that. a couple
He
years
Yeah.
did, he
and
did.
started fapping that motherfucker.
That's
and
crazy. Niggas
Yeah,
go-
he
The
gained a
flight
little
attendant
weight.
was like, nah, go ahead.
It ain't never a good look that when the last time we saw you, you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, you gained weight since then.
Yeah. He come out, he rubbing the back. God. And what 50 Cent said wasn't even bad. He was just like, when I first heard him, I wanted to sign it because the song was good.
Yeah.
But he only had one song.
And
I was like, nah. I don't know if he
Okay.
said more than that, but that's all I heard.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm good on that.
Desiigner could have had a feature like not a feature, but a career like Pop Smoke did.
See what you did there.
Yeah. He could have been like Pop Smoke though. He could have had that hype that was going on.
That nigga was copying too much.
Yeah.
It was like a carbon copy. I don't know one person that didn't think that was Future.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that was
Father
More
stretched my
Future.
hands.
Yes.
I was like, damn, Future on this album? Goddamn. I remember that.
I do.
And then it turned out it was this nigga named Desiigner.
You ain't got Vultures 2 on here either. For releases for the summer.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Vultures too, but honestly, that shit felt like it came and went. And it was, the thing is, it's like,
shit, I play that motherfucker.
That should be jamming.
it's good. That's what I'm saying. The music is good, but it's like,
It ain't great.
It ain't
And it's
great.
Kanye West. So
and
like,
Ty Dolla $ign.
And Ty Dolla $ign. That shit good. I don't know.
Ty Dolla $ign was shining on this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's
though.
shining on that second. The second one, ooh, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna take a peek at it.
Listen to it, Jazz. Jasmine listening to fucking
I
music.
didn't listen to the second one. I listened to the first one. I fucked with the
Right.
first one.
No, that second one is good. It was.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing because, like you said, it came and went. I remember Tyree used it as a staff pick, so I was like, I got to see what this is about.
Right.
And then I listened to it, and I was like, man, this shit is good.
Yeah.
He got another song on there with two of his jits trying to get the motherfucker
that
some
shit
money.
True.
Right.
Fucks with
But
that.
everything else is just like
The song with Young Thug on that bitch so good.
so hard.
Big
Yeah.
booty bitch, I know who paid for it. Oh shit.
You know who's upset with the state of hip hop right now? Outside of Kendrick Lamar?
Who?
Tyler, the fucking creator.
Oh yeah, I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He addresses
I
the
loved
hip hop
it.
culture.
No.
I thought it
Mention
was
something
great.
That shit is
Ian.
funny because I remember him being. We have lived long enough to see him be the young nigga that was doing this shit, and that he's now the elder statesman who's like, "The fuck are y'all doing?"
Right. He mentioned Ian and
They remind me of Atlanta.
the YWA,
Yeah.
the White Avatar.
White Avatar.
The main reason I don't listen to Do Ian is because of his appearance.
Who the fuck is Ian?
Because it's just like it don't
What kind of music is he making?
make rap. That's
like-
real. That shit actually sounds
Yeah, it's
very
like-
good.
It just sound like some, like
Who would you compare him to?
Sound like some nigga shit.
some Yachty shit.
Yeah.
Nigga shit.
Sound like some nigga shit for
And it's
real.
not-
and then you
it's-
look and it's a white dude with
It's
curly
like
hair.
Lil'Yachty, Yeet, and the Baby.
It's not bad.
Oh, combined in one white.
Like,
Yes.
like on paper, it's not
Exactly.
bad. Like when you listen to it, it's not like, oh, this is garbage. It's just that.
The way he looked.
Even the song with Yachty, I was like, damn, this shit jamming. Who the fuck is Ian? And I look, I was like,
That shit hard. But the video hard as a bitch. Just like this ain't for me. But it's also not the type of rap I listen to. So I don't listen
Yeah.
to Lil'Yachty like that either. So
Right.
it ain't really mine.
Yeah. That's been the thing. I mean, you had Eminem drop an album.
Yeah.
The depth of
that shit was good.
I know Tyler had addressed saying something about one of Eminem's old albums where he was like, this shit whack, but he didn't realize what he was going through. It was like, he gave it more respect because he was like, okay, I see the perspective now of like why he did that. And
It's funny. I listened to that Eminem album, and I was like, damn, kind of spitting on this motherfucker.
Right.
So I went back. I was like, I had never listened. Even at that moment, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I had never listened to it.
Legit on there. I think that's the one.
That shit hard.
heard.
He had I never listened to an Eminem album front to back, like ever.
Really?
So I went back and I started listening. I went back to Slim Shady LP. Like I put it on and I was just like doing shit around the house, listening to it. Okay, I remember this. I remember this. The second album, that nigga was spitting on some like, yeah, y'all won't even fuck with me because I'm white. Because if I was a black dude saying all this shit, y'all won't really fuck with me like that. And I'm like, damn, this is 2000. Like 2000?
It's 2001.
That's just like damn, nigga, like you saying shit like that way back in the day. So it puts into perspective a lot of shit like people have been saying. And then like how high some rappers hold him in regard or whatever. Cause he's like, he been on our side.
I'm aware. I'm aware that I'm white.
Yeah.
And I'm aware that that's why people like, I guess why he don't really get upset when people like, Eminem only great because he white. People are like, yeah, I get it. It's cool. But
Yeah.
also, I am better than y'all. But I am white. But don't get it twisted.
Nah, but yeah, so I was like, damn, so this nigga is, he's afforded that greatness that people give to him.
Right.
So, but he do got a song in there called Temporary, where he's rapping in the perspective of him being dead, and he wants his daughter to be like strong while he's like gone.
I think he performed that
At the VMAs?
Yeah.
Oh, that song is good.
Tomorrow, I gotta be
You know
by
what song
spider.
I thought was funny with Big Sean and
Yeah.
you bit by a goat.
That's not hard though.
It was like, it was like, all right. It was like this.
Why'd you
Hey, man.
song?
What's his name? Baby Tron?
Yeah, Baby Tron. So, this second, we want to go over Doechii's mixtape, Alligator Bites Never Heal. This is her debut mixtape under TDE. It dropped same weekend as Tampa Beat Weekend. So it's been out for 2 weeks. Thoughts, we want to go with it. What's some of our favorite songs? Like, what are your thoughts?
I like the I don't know the names. I like the hoo-ha.
That's damn.
Bullfrog, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's Bullfrog. Yeah.
I like that song. I like Slide.
Yeah.
That's definitely the skating ring. Anthem.
It's a few songs on that bitch I like, but I don't remember the names.
Skip, Slide, Bullfrog.
Those yours?
Boiled Peanuts, motherfucking Nissan Altima,
Nissan Altima
motherfucking
hard.
Boom Bap, and
Boom Bap Hard.
Hide and Seek.
I really like that Bloom record. I like Wait a lot. Those are like, I really like those songs.
That's a great fall type song. I love that song.
I honestly, I think it's funny and it shows like her character a bit, but the Nile is a river and the story she told on that, and it's like,
Yeah.
That shit.
you know, but I thought it was
To
cool.
me, like, oh, my bad, go ahead.
Go.
That's a very important part of rapping. It's just one story. That's all I need every so
Yeah.
often, just to know you got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, I was like, great. I'm glad you telling the story, because niggas gonna really respect you out here in the rap game. Because you out here giving a
She
beginning,
showed
middle,
a lot
end.
of range in the album, like a whole lot of range. Like, I forget which song I said sound like a SZA song, but it sounded like early SZA.
I think it was that Fireflies.
Yeah.
But the thing is about that one, because I was like, damn, it sounds like somebody should be singing on this motherfucker. And then the beat changed, and then she starts singing. So I was like, all right, thanks.
It's like she hit every pocket, like
Yeah.
rap pocket, boom bap pocket.
Right.
And that aspect that makes it sound like a mixtape because it's just a bunch of.
Right, yeah. And she said she did a Joe Budden interview, Joe Budden podcast, and she mentioned that like the first part of the album or mixtape were songs that she was working on for an album, and then the remaining half of that mixtape were songs she's just had over time that she's been making, and that she just decided to just like put on there.
Like that song, Wait.
Yeah.
That song definitely can be used for like a movie soundtrack. Like when the monologue starts happening in the movie and they have a song in the background, somebody doing a bunch of shit, like that is something you could use for a movie.
Right.
Like there's a lot of like Jazz said, the range to go from boom bap rapping to song that you can use in a skating rink to Nissan Altima that's like a party song to like some regular down south shit. Like it was cool. Like I'm happy to say she's from Tampa.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like with the titles of the songs, like she got like Stankapool, Boiled Peanuts.
Tampa.
Boiled peanuts
Tampa.
was fire. Only because I remember Tyree said something like, I'm finna get some boiled peanuts. And I said that shit one day and some nigga looked at me like, fuck you mean boiled peanuts?
Right.
Because that's like second nature to us. I done heard
Boiled
about,
peanut.
What is that?
and even, so,
It's fucking crazy. But in my head it sound right. But
yeah, it's
I
because
wonder
I've been
what
hearing about
people's
boiled peanuts since I was a jit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, stuff like that is cool.
Yeah, because it's relatable.
Yeah, I think. Do you feel like? And she only had one feature on here. Cunt Fetish
Yeah.
was on the Get the Fuck Out.
Get the fuck out, my.
But I feel like. Do you think she tries too hard to represent where she's from with this mixtape?
No.
I don't think so. She was funny. She went to Blake, and with the way she raps and the way she does it, I feel like she seems like somebody that went to Blake High School.
Yeah,
that's what it
performance
gives.
arts.
Yeah,
that's
performing arts
what
school.
it gives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with it though.
She only said
especially
she's
the
from
range.
Tampa, like, I think probably
On board
3 times
peanuts.
max.
Even on Boom Bap, she was like, "Tampa, they want me to rap."
I thought she said Campa. They want me to rap because that's the producer who produced.
Oh,
the
I thought
beat.
she said Tampa.
I swore that a couple times.
What she said?
Camper.
Who's that?
That's the person who produced the song.
Oh.
See, I guess we'll figure. Doechii, man, if you want to come on here and just go ahead and let us know what happened.
We at your home in Tampa.
In the 813.
So, but no, I don't really think, because I was looking for that. I was like, is she really going to be like, yeah, I'm from Tampa, X, Y, and Z? Because it wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows she's from Florida. The way she be toting that alligator around. Like, everybody knows she's from Florida. Like, so I wasn't really looking for her to say that, but she said it for a maximum of like 2-3 times.
Right.
But no, that was cool enough for me.
I like that you could kind of hear her inspirations in the music. Like, some of it sound a little gospel inspiration. Kendrick for sure. Anybody that she probably like looks up to as far as rap goes. Them first few songs, I was like, this is like blog era rap vibes for me.
Yeah, even in Denial is a River, I felt like, because she talks about how like she inspired by Nicki, and she kind of started doing like that Roman thing, or whatever. So
even like the breathing in the end, I was like, you taking chances,
right?
Because you know that could hit or cannot.
Like, what the fuck is she doing?
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So I mean, I thought that was pretty cool, and I think that the way she introduced these songs when it came to like doing the swamp sessions,
Yeah.
I think that was cool because honestly, like, Nissan Altima, that video was what made me want to listen to the song more. You know what I mean? Seeing that you got Absol, Isaiah Rashad, and J-Rock in the video.
And it looked like the Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
She said she got the inspiration from the beginning of the All Right video.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
which I would love that song that he
so
performed.
And I feel like she's building up. I feel like she's building up stories. Or like, I think on her album she's going to tell like more a revealing story.
Yeah.
And I felt like Denial is a River was kind of like an insight to that. You know what I mean? So,
that's definitely, I could see her growing something from that.
Yeah,
like every album she gonna have like something on there. Like,
and she didn't even feature one of the songs that she was singing on in the Swamp Sessions, where like it's just like shows like she's going through her day. It's like she was crying. She gets up.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't even on the album. It wasn't even on the mixtape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I was
like,
actually looking for that song.
right. So she has like, you can tell like she's probably going to keep a lot of really great vocal performance records for the album.
I got a question. So, let's take Doechii mixtape for example. What stops somebody from taking the best songs on here? Say like 5 of these songs hit top 100, right? Do you not put those on your debut album? Because like you do it for the sales, you put it on your album.
So that's the thing.
Like taking Nissan Altima and
Take
putting
Nissan Altima. Say it was like 17 songs.
Persuasive.
Say 5 of them hit like Fetty Wap, Fetty Wap first drop, and he had 4 like damn near #1 hits. Like, do you not put them on your album?
See, that's the thing, because I feel like you do that. I feel like if you're an artist, you don't want to put any old music on a new album. But I feel like to play the game of streaming metrics, Billboard charting, and maybe Grammy nods and stuff like that, you got to play a lot of you got to do a lot of politicking with your album to get people to like say, oh, this is a great album.
That's what SZA did with Good Days. Good Days is on SOS.
Yeah,
that shit was played out before the album dropped.
Right, but it was like a single, and there was no body of work that came out.
The single hit different album. It was just like
so like she still, because you got to think Doechii could have put. With this mixtape, I was thinking that maybe What It Is was going to be on there, but maybe she may put that on the album because that actually charted.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like probably Persuasive, What It Is, and what was the others? Crazy.
Right.
All
you know what I mean?
Be on the album.
But like, or even the song with JT. Like,
I could see that being on.
That might be on the album. So, but these things were not on the mixtape. So, I don't know what they're doing. I trust what TDE is going to do with her.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out. But
I'm not gonna lie, I don't see her doing that though. Just from somebody of her artistry, her caliber, she's probably not gonna be like, well.
I feel like she's gonna make one of them songs on that mixtape a single. Not none of the first joints. I feel like she's take maybe like the Wait song. Maybe they just made this a single and let's fucking go with it. Because they can't use that for like a movie or whatever case may be.
That's true.
I mean, what stops like commercials from people picking this shit up?
Just use it.
Because you don't have to be the one to push this shit as a single. Somebody can use this shit for anything.
Yeah, they start playing that shit on the radio.
Yeah, they make this shit radio make it a single. This your single, nigga.
And then I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They may try something different with her. I just seen. I do remember seeing a tweet from from Punch, and he was like, this, with the mixtape dropping, he was like, this reminds me of what it felt like when we dropped Section 80. So maybe I don't know, maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but maybe they may look at with the care and nurturing of her career, the way they did with Kendrick, as far as like, we're going to be very strategic with her releases and not just, do stuff to build an audience.
Yeah.
They know what they got.
Right.
They definitely know what they got with her, and if they didn't, this mixtape let them know what they got.
You think she's going to get a Kendrick feature?
She mentioned that on the Joe Budden podcast. She said that she would like to. She does feel like she doesn't have the song yet for that. And she feels like she needs to make better records. She wants to write better music for that. But she said that she will ask Top Dog or ask Kendrick herself when she does have that record.
Self-awareness is key.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Not giving him no bullshit.
She don't want to feel like, oh, I'm on TDE, so what's up with it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Also, too, if a Kendrick feature would have been on this mixtape, I felt like I would have been like, damn, I wish this would have waited for the album.
Yeah.
I feel like what
I did wish I heard Ab-Soul on this motherfucker, though.
What
it would have been nice to
song?
hear any other TDE artist. Would have been cool.
If y'all were to pick a TDE artist to be on one of the songs that's out now, which one would it be?
Wait.
I would have liked to
Well,
see.
no, not Wait. Skip.
Who?
I think Wait would have
Ab-Soul.
been cool. Wait would have been cool to see, see like Sir or
I mean, quite
Sakara do
honestly,
like some backup vocals.
Earth Gang could have been in that song.
That's true.
Earth Gang could have definitely been on.
But I would like to see her do like maybe some singing duet with like Sir or something like.
That'd be fine.
That'd have been cool, just because she's really giving her singing a huge part of her career.
No, she sounds
not
good.
just like
She
sound good when she
does.
sing.
Don't sound crazy.
Yeah. I don't think we've heard her and Isaiah Rashad before on just rap.
Yeah, but
So-
I would like to hear like some Doves in the Wind type shit from
Right.
her and Zay.
We heard her and SZA. We heard her and Zay. I don't think we heard her and Schoolboy. Schoolboy would have been cool on like Bullfrog or something.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's a hoo-ha song?
Huh?
That's a hoo-ha song?
Yeah.
That would have been hard. That would have been hard as a bitch.
Or even J-Rock. But I think, like I said, I think that her just doing it by herself.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
And I think we're gonna get this. I think we're gonna get those things on the album.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just
I think
like
we're gonna get those things on the album. So
How long you think we gotta wait?
Probably. I think
I think about to say 50 years.
if this mixtape, like, if it picks up steam and it like the single start hitting,
She's gonna go on tour. Oh,
she gonna fucking. She ain't gonna get it. You don't get an album this year. She'll wait a whole another year.
that's very
Fuck it. Why
true.
not?
Till
Yeah.
2026.
Eat
But that'd be
off
fucking
it.
crazy because she'll be signed for 4 years.
I'm in her little swamp.
I mean, she been
Instagram
doing a
thing.
lot of shit.
She got EPs in the mixtape.
Yeah, but.
All the places you go.
She
And
just
she just started song with Katy Perry.
yeah,
She
she
did.
just
It's
performed
actually
at
pretty
VMAs.
good.
Yeah, she performed shit at the VMAs. I'm like, is this Doechii on stage with Katy Perry?
Yeah, she got some with Katy
It's
Perry.
got like a
Jesus
Tom
Christ.
Steiner
Yeah.
sample in
Katy
it.
Perry gonna stay with a relevant Negro, ain't
It's
she?
kind of crazy seeing Katy Perry still popping.
Well, no, it's crazy. On the VMAs, she was like a legacy act type thing.
Yeah.
But that was weird because I feel like she's not old enough to be a legacy act.
Katy Perry?
Katy Perry came out like
Yeah.
2010.
Yes.
They did the same thing with Rihanna though, like the Vanguard Award or something like that.
Yeah, but she stopped making. Oh, she did get a video of Vanguard Award. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But Rihanna ain't. I don't know. She don't make
She
music
ain't
no more.
like motherfuckers know she ain't about to make no more music. I think that's they like, all right, man, let's give it up.
And it's really for like.
I don't
I
think
think
so.
that award is mainly for pop music.
Yeah, I think it's for the
how-
video aspect.
how-
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this
how-
video
Well, Katy Perry
music
does
award.
have some fire videos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why Rihanna I think was also a part of that with just pop music and everything.
That
so
makes sense. I can
Yeah.
see Doechii getting one of those too. She's been going real strong with all her videos.
You got another 15 years,
But her
13 years.
the stuff coming in though is still like she got some really good videos to even start off her career.
yeah,
Yeah, she do.
It's
I
part
mean,
of
she
that
already
TDE.
started that controversy with Crazy. They're like, man, you butt naked, man, get that shit
Which
off there.
I saw the video for Bullfrog. I was like, damn, this girl got her titties out again.
The paper magazine
Yeah, that girl, a lot
cover
of
shit.
shit.
Oh, that-
the muscle.
I like the muscle shit. That shit was hard.
That shit hard, man. That's just
That girl was walking in New York Fashion Week, damn near butt naked, looking
Yes, she
dirty.
did.
I was like,
With the
damn.
fake gap. You seen that? That was cool. Like
Yeah.
the Grace Jones shit. That was hard.
Yeah, so I mean, shout out Doechii. I think she delivered a good project. I think it was also in the climate of women in hip hop where
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of fucking, and just like the same type of topics.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
call it sex
She definitely set
music.
herself apart as a rapper.
She stood out, and I think when she did the boom bap record in the video, I think that just like elevated
It sure did.
her hip hop aspects of
'Cause I know Griselda heard Bullfrog was like, oh nah,
That shit fire.
nah, we need to get on this wave.
Yeah.
So
real quick, just want to shout out a couple things on the top topics. Presidential election year. It's kind of going wild. I know that I'm only want to mention it because politics affects everybody. But I know you guys haven't heard from us in a while. I know y'all don't come for us for political views or
they're
information.
eating dogs. The immigrants. They're coming in and eating dogs.
Is that what Trump
That dude said,
said
there's no record of that. No, they came and told me. They came and told me they eat the dogs. And I was like,
Did y'all anybody watch the debate at all?
I didn't watch the debate, but I watched
watched
like
that
this revolt thing, and these people they watched it and debated about it. Y'all gotta watch that. I was actually kind of
Bro,
embarrassed.
send that. I'll watch that shit.
I watched the
was
clips from
amazing.
Colbert Report, Stephen Colbert, and I watched the clips from Jon Stewart on The Daily Show.
True.
So,
I mean, you can also watch it on Disney Plus, so you're able to.
oh, like you can go back and just watch the motherfucker.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know that. Cool. But now that
wish
shit
they do that with the VMAs. Goddamn it! Shit.
Oh, you ain't miss shit. Nah, the VMAs, they want this.
They want
They say y'all got that 50
How
years of
did
hip hop
Meg
last year,
do?
bitch.
Nah, I will say this. I will say the VMAs, a lot white people showed, all the white acts were like doing the great white act type music. Like it was good. I was like, oh,
Great White Act.
The Great White
like
Act.
what you call them the white? What you call it? You got the
Cracker Cranks. Caucasian Cranks.
Yeah,
Caucasian
the shit was
cranks.
good, bro.
The
Bruh.
Caucasian cranks.
That one nigga
cranking.
flipped off the piano.
I ain't see that. I missed the beginning.
That nigga was.
When I came in there, it was
nice.
fucking DJ Khaled, and I was like,
And
okay.
Fat Joe?
And Fat Joe, yeah.
They look like-
How did Meg do as a host?
She did. She was cool.
I had
hosted it?
I had a fucking opinion. I feel like Megan performed during like the TikTok segment of the VMAs.
She did a song with the Asian guy.
The Asian
Oh, the
guy.
Japanese
Did
dude.
yeah, what's the
Marashi.
You motherfucker.
Stop.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't even say it. I couldn't
It
even
was cool.
try
I
to say
fuck with
it.
Glorilla though. Glorilla be fucking
Her
moves.
top almost came off.
Yeah, I top
she-
big.
she had-
But she was just like TLC, right?
Just like Left Eye.
Yeah, Left Eye.
No, but
the strap on?
I don't think she was dressed like Left Eye for a performance.
Oh, okay.
I think she like for the red carpet, but she was performing, and she did a good. Like her
Yeah,
performance
this is
got
hard.
better.
Yeah,
She did TGIF?
Outside
Yeah.
with
That's
my
a
dick.
fuck-
But her
Fucking jam
her
right
top
there.
came off, so she was holding it, but she was still performing.
I thought somebody's wig came off because I was watching it and you see somebody go like
That's
on the
crazy.
stage. I'm like, what the fuck? Did somebody's wig fall off? And then when it cut back Glorilla, you see the girl like in the back like trying to fix her top and shit.
Yeah,
Well, she got a whole video with her just rapping like this anyway.
But that's different. You on national TV and it's live.
Yeah. She know what happened.
And it was
to
and it was an accident.
She know what happened to Janet Jackson.
That's true.
Ain't
I think
it?
that's what the thing was. I think she was kind of dressed like some Rhythm Nation shit. Like she was paying tribute to that.
Oh, true. That's
So
fire.
that was pretty cool.
That shit was cool.
But yeah, VMAs was cool. I enjoyed it. It was
I
cool.
wish I could see that motherfucker. Goddamn.
But yeah, presidential election. Do your due diligence. You know,
Go vote, niggas.
go read on policies and all of that. Watch the debates. Entertaining. A lot of bullshit.
I heard this the year that we can vote for weed to be legal in Florida.
Vote for
don't
what?
know. I don't know. I gotta get to that.
That reefer, bro.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. But I want to go into our last segment. I know the last pod, episode 137, we talked about talking about the end of the the rap battle, the beef between Kendrick and Drake.
Ooh, rap battle too.
Right, so we declared Kendrick as the winner at that time, just like the general consensus. And the summer has been reflective of that. And I want to talk about the aftermath of this beef, right? There's been a few things. People have been going crazy. It made Twitter insufferable. Like every day, I keep seeing Drake bots or
That shit is so cool.
it's insufferable.
Yeah.
And you can pay to be verified now, so you don't know what's real. It's just
Right.
like, what the fuck are y'all talking? Oh god.
Yeah, it's
As
like-
soon as you get on Twitter, they go to the fuck like that For You page.
Right.
Like, bitch, I don't follow this motherfucker. What the fuck is this shit?
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I gotta swipe over.
So how's it been like? What are y'all? Can you like tell me what do you guys been seeing as far as the aftermath of the Kendrick Drake beef this summer?
As far as the after,
When you say like what we've been seeing as
the
far
pop
as
out?
like,
Yeah, like we can talk about when we had the pop out.
The pop out was fire.
Like, what do you guys is like consensus as far as like how things been? Like, do you feel like it's been pretty cool? Or like
I love
Kendrick
my
been declared the
feat.
winner? Do you feel like it's
He
been
is the
weird?
winner.
I think nobody should ever try to fuck with Kendrick.
yeah,
again.
I don't want to say Drake is like spiraling because I don't like that angle people take.
Yeah.
But I do feel like he isn't aware of what's going on, how people view him. Because if somebody call you like a culture vulture, say you ain't from here, all this shit is an act, it's fake. You don't go drop 100 gigs of like behind the scenes video footage of you in the studio,
Excuse me.
talking and just like acting not like your music. You know what I mean? Like you sound like the Canadian guy that people say is cosplaying the rapper in
the
all
thing
these
is,
fucking videos.
I do enjoy that content.
I know I like it.
I like it.
I like it, but it's, like,
it's just
this is
reinforcing
what-
exactly what Kendrick
This is what
said.
he's saying. Like you don't. This isn't. And then the video with him in the weekend came out. You see, I don't know if you see, like he was in the room shaking like everybody's hand, and then he like didn't shake the weekend hand, and he was just like talking and laughing, just trying to be like, oh, I'm the nigga in the room. Then he finally see the weekend at the end and shake his hand. It was like, oh, you just a shitty fucking person.
Time to
you
let
just
the
you just like
party
you
die.
you're an unlikable person.
It's time to let the party.
I could always see it because even before this beef even happened, and we would like send videos of stuff like funny shit that would happen, and then like Drake was getting his hair braided, like come on man, come on braid me up fam, this the stuff like that. We was like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga on? We would just be laughing at it.
Like,
what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Or that shit where the one video where he was like, yeah man, I don't know why they talk like that in Canada. Like they sound real ghetto, real ignorant. And I'm just like, yo, who the fuck? And at that point, me and my home was like, this nigga's he just does whatever he needs to do in whatever space he's in to be comfortable. He's a chameleon.
Because when people rap, you want to sound cool, right? But it's like a cooler version of yourself.
Yeah.
When he raps, he doesn't sound like a cooler version of Drake. He sounds like a nigga from Houston or Atlanta, whatever, that's just fucking rapping and that's cool. But he don't sound like this cool version of the person out here fucking talking in a fucking studio. You know what I mean? And it was just like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You're an actor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actor, rapper.
How did you guys feel about the pop out overall?
Thought that was fire.
Got that shit saved on my computer.
It's cool. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I thought it was fire. It was
I fuck
very
with it.
I got
cute.
so much music from that shit too. So much music. I was like, who is this? Fucking out watching that shit, downloading shit at the same time. No, that shit was good.
And, you know, is it safe to say that as far as hip hop, Not Like Us was like Song of the Summer? With
Yeah.
the
That's
video?
song of the year.
They played it at Kamala's motherfucking when they
Really?
was
It was a rally when
they
she first
played
got out.
there.
Had this
When-
white dude dancing extra zesty to that motherfucker too. That shit was hilarious.
He dropped a video like,
July 4th.
yeah, I guess they had Michael Rubin had his all white
all-white party.
How y'all feel about the video? Like y'all felt like the
That shit
video
was cool
cool?
as hell.
Like everything was a moment. Like that was a moment. Like getting all the people in Compton together to do the video.
The hardest part is he hasn't been saying anything. It's just tweets.
Right.
Yeah,
They
the
go
music.
Euphoria, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, Super Bowl,
Right.
and that's it. That shit cool.
He ain't
bitch.
tweet his last song. He just popped.
Well, he just
it out
posted-
He
there.
just posted it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean Instagram.
Okay.
With a pair of beat up black Air Force Ones. Even shit like that. I was like, damn, nigga, black Air Force Ones. Niggas was like, like shit like that. Like it's just like shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything means something. Like everything means something. Whenever like he puts something out,
Right.
it means a lot.
I think
you know
it's
what I'm
crazy
saying?
that Drake wanted a second round. Like
No round twos.
Yeah, like the Super Bowl announcement was cool.
That was a nail in the coffin right there.
yeah.
biggest the what?
You gonna have everybody in February 2025
Dun, dun, dun.
saying A minor
I feel like he not
across.
gonna perform that song. Though.
Nah,
You think he gonna perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl?
I think he not gonna do the whole song,
Yeah,
but he's
he'll probably
definitely gonna
cut it
do up to
short.
the A minor part.
And that probably be when he switched the song.
And he's probably not even gonna say he gonna
I was talking to my brother. He was like, "It feels like an album rollout." I was like, "This would be cool
yeah.
if it's an album rollout."
I hope we
I
get out.
don't even care. At
If
this
he dropped
point,
an album before the Super Bowl, I would love that.
Yeah. I don't know.
if he don't, the Drake stands gonna be like, see, he's just wasting your time. It's gonna be some shit like that.
One of the things I don't like is people saying that, man, your boy don't drop enough, and he don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, and people also saying that like, oh, he better be thinking he wouldn't be performing the Super Bowl if it wasn't for him dissing Drake.
No.
And it's like that. I'm pretty sure that helped. I'm pretty sure
definitely helped.
But like Kendrick was already like very famous.
Yeah, and he was already
before this
Super
beat.
Bowl.
I mean, he had the Mr. Morale, the Big Steppers tour was the highest selling rap
Shit was a
tour,
good-ass tour.
ever.
It was great.
Then Drake also his tour ended up
With
outselling
J.
it.
Cole.
But at the
Oh, for
time
real?
it was at the time because he did it in 2023 or 2022.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, and then Drake, but he also it was just him, Baby Keem, and Tanner Leon. You know what I mean? With dancers.
Yeah.
Drake's tour was him and J. Cole.
And then him
Didn't
and
he
Lil
have one
Durk.
before that with 21 Savage, like right. before
But that wasn't the tour that broke the record. It was the tour with J. Cole.
And then J. Cole left, and then Durk came on.
Right. So you have like huge artists that's helping you make this tour thing. But needless to say,
Neither here nor there.
yeah, like the aftermath of this whole thing has been
Kendrick
pretty
won. That's all that matters.
cool. Kendrick is he's still moving. He got the the new song out.
I still ain't listened to it.
I listened to it a couple
I
times.
need to sit down.
But this is
And listen.
it doesn't seem like he's off of Drake. It almost seems like he's addressing the entire like culture of hip hop.
Academics and shit.
Like he's addressing the entire culture of hip hop right now. You know what I
Time
mean?
to let the party die.
And that's the thing. Like, that's the thing with Kendrick. He did what he had to do with Drake, and now he's like, well, since I got y'all ears,
Right, yeah.
Let me shut this shit down.
listen to all of
commendable.
this.
That's pretty commendable that he has everyone's ears and he drops a record like that. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. And it gives,
Because I heard a bunch of people be like, man, what the fuck is this? Ain't it? X, Y, and Z.
Just like
And
how people
as soon as I
tell
heard that, I was
people
like,
come out.
okay, this is not like a party zone. He's spitting that shit.
right. So I mean, we giving us more to go, and I can't wait to see what the rest of this year look like. We know what's coming in February.
Yeah.
But we don't know what's going to happen next month. Drake's birthday's next month.
And
we don't know.
also, you gotta
Drake's
have your
birthday.
album.
We know Drake
in.
dropping music because he has to.
He said.
But
He
I
has
feel
no
like
choice.
Kendrick would be petty enough to drop on his birthday.
You know what's funny? Fucking Drake dropped songs with 21 Savage, Young Thug,
Lotto.
and Lotto. And somebody was like, ain't that what Kendrick said you be doing?
Yes.
You run to Atlanta and go get everybody.
But I think he did it on purpose. I think that's like him, like, haha, yeah, okay, bitch, and I can do that.
Kind of like when he rapped on BBL Drizzy.
Yeah, I think that was one of those things.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't think Drake is like completely oblivious. I think he has like some comical.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny. Like, yeah.
I mean, that song with Lotto. And that song with Thug.
I like the Red
That
and
shit
Green
slap.
song, bitch. He took it off. I like that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all of
I
them.
mean, he still
It's
make
still
great
Drake.
music.
It's still Drake.
He
You know
still
what I mean?
make great music, but that boy just got ethered. You know?
But they didn't have no weight, all the songs she dropped. I don't know why they didn't catch that all though. I don't know.
Them shits is on Rap Caviar playlist.
There is rumors that Joe Budden mentioned that there was a conversation that Kendrick and Drake had before this beef started. They got on the phone and had a conversation. Do you believe that to be true?
I don't believe shit Joe Budden say. Joe Budden be pissing me off,
I
man.
agree. He just be saying stuff for the moment.
Joe Budden is not a good person.
He is not.
That shit happened with Tyrese. He talked about Tyrese on the podcast. They supposed to be fucking homies. And he like, I ain't even listening to the fucking interview. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna talk about your homie on your podcast? And when he tell you, I don't like the way you make me feel, you like, I ain't paying that shit. I'll call him. Well, you fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Joe Budden. Bald ass nigga.
Wow.
Wow. I hope Joe Budden watched this one episode.
I'm not on camera.
Joe Budden.
That's funny. But the aftermath of the Kendrick and Drake beef, like I said, it's left in some areas.
Oh,
Goddamn.
I thought that was a mic.
It's left some people in shambles. I think like a lot of Drake fans are just kind of like weird, or not. They might not even be really Drake fans. They just don't really like what Kendrick is or represents.
I like how it's been exposed, though. It really exposes.
It's like niggas really don't like rap.
One of my cousins is a high school teacher, and she was like, Drake can do no wrong to them. Drake is the new Kanye for this new fan of Jits. Because he's just been, ever since they were like fucking 5 years old,
Yeah.
this just been hits.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just been slaps across the board. So they like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga like bullying this guy?
It's weird
Yeah.
because it's like Drake has definitely been dominant, and I look at like LeBron being dominant, and it's like just don't feel that way about LeBron. You know what I mean? Like not just don't be like, oh, LeBron my favorite.
Well, Ramen done 2003. It's a little different.
I'm saying, but he's been hitting since.
But he's been down since 2010. That's when.
You know what I mean? None of these kids be like, yo, LeBron is like my favorite. They said Paul George, Kyrie, Steph. So this is weird how that it's like
Because
that.
LeBron's also an old man now. He's visibly the old man. Drake still.
Yeah, they ain't had no Beijing in France.
Cool.
You saw that nigga beard got white as a bitch over there in France.
But my cousin, he like 16. He was like, but y'all ain't fuck. He's like, I didn't. A lot of kids, they like, I didn't fuck with Drake until he dropped the mixtape with 21, the album with 21 Savage. They was like, I fuck with 21. I ain't really fuck with that. I ain't fuck with Drake. Like
What
that.
was before that album?
Everything.
Yeah.
Shit just came out.
All of
I
the
mean, he
things
had the
came
Dark
out.
Lane demo,
Dark Lane demo was
Scorpion.
fire.
Certified Lover Boy.
Everything came out before that. It just came out 2 years ago.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like
mean,
people
you
not
are
fucking
right.
with him
Honestly,
to that
never
21
mind.
But he like
Savage
16. It
album.
was like, man, that 20. They know 21 Savage, bitch.
Yeah, 21,
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. Wow. We can't wait to see what happens next, bro. We know.
We know what's
Wait,
gonna happen.
you know what? You good at predicting shit. What you think gonna happen next?
Yeah,
Honestly,
hometown
I
theories.
honestly don't think he's going to perform that song at the Super Bowl, but I do because of the Outlast.
There's no way he cannot perform.
No, I don't
that
think he
song.
performs. I think a band's there and a band plays it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Something gonna happen with
But
that
I
song.
think he may do what he did on the Grammys where they played the Triple X song, but he rapped a different verse. So I feel like they may play the Not Like Us instrumental.
He just does a different verse.
He just raps something else. I think that'd be cool.
I mean, that song has
Everybody
broken a
thought
lot of records.
Lil'Wayne should be on the New Orleans Super Bowl halftime show.
You think he gonna
Not
bring
everybody,
him?
but
Yeah.
I feel like
I
they
mean,
bring him out,
bring him
though.
out.
To me, it would have been cool, but I knew he wasn't gonna get it.
like I said, Lil'Wayne has been famous for 25 years. If they wanted Lil'Wayne to do the Super Bowl,
He would have did it
he would
already.
have been done the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
that's
Only reason,
Well,
could it in New Orleans.
Jay-Z wasn't the head of NFL operations.
Yeah, but Jay-Z wasn't the head of the NFL, but Lil'Wayne was the head of rap in between that time.
That's true.
And there's somebody.
What was the first?
I don't think he's
person
healthy
they
enough to do
booked
Super Bowl.
rap though.
This is the first.
No, it won't be the first. I mean, this is the first headliner, but like you had,
Was like Snoop Dogg and them last year?
yeah, you had Dr.
It
Dre,
was Dr. Dre and friends.
and they had, I think Nelly performed in Tampa that one time.
Travis Scott did it Super Bowl, right?
He was
he-
up there with Maroon 5. though.
Yeah.
Maroon 5 is the...
That was in Atlanta, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know they've always had rap. They've
There's
had
always
some
been a
rap,
rap
part of it, but never
aspect, yeah.
headline.
Yeah.
So
This is going to be the first.
right, yeah.
Interesting.
I think he's got. I mean, before the
That's like
backlash,
This shit about to be fire. This shit about to be...
I said it's like his favorite. Like when I seen people going off about Lil Wayne
I think-
not
I
being
think
picked,
yeah.
I think about that video where he was like telling Lil Wayne not to retire. Like how he not going?
I feel like it would be if Kendrick does what I think.
You going to bring him up?
If he's I think he's gonna bring Wayne out.
That'd be
Mona
cool.
Lisa.
Don't want. No, he's not. They're not performing.
No, they
What
can't do
other
that.
song do they have?
None,
No,
but...
I think he will let Lil Wayne
a
perform
Millie
a song,
Oh, you gonna
do
Yeah.
something, but he did not
perform
perform
a
no
song.
fucking
Do
Mona
really,
Lisa.
do got money, do you know?
He ain't gonna waste his 50. He only get 15 minutes.
I feel
Yeah.
that.
I'm not wasting this shit on
Yeah,
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa's like fucking 7 minutes long, goddamn.
Yeah.
That's
It's not a
fine.
good song.
I did
It's cool.
see that Lil Wayne
Oh.
don't even remember all his lyrics to Mona Lisa. So.
First time I heard that song, I'm like, oh, this is old. this is at least 5 years old.
Definitely.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
It was cool that it was a thing, but it was like, oh, this is an
Yeah,
old
this-
song.
Yeah. I see that.
I don't know. I had this idea of like, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen at all. But like,
Lil Wayne gonna come out and say Drake. Heard you- that would be crazy. Put some truck fit on, bitch.
Nigga gonna be doing the dance he was doing in the model video.
sidebar on 2K, we could be dancing together and when you're bro, that shit.
Oh, for real?
That's just-
I gotta get my shit up. I'm about to go home and get on that shit right now.
But what
Bring it
if
back.
what if Kendrick did an album or an EP similar to how like Jay Electronica did and had like multiple Jay-Z verses on there? But
it's
he
like
did that with
Lil Wayne?
With Lil Wayne.
That'd be cool.
This should be fire as a
Should be
bitch.
cool as a
Yeah.
bitch. But he used the Super Bowl to like premiere
Bring
that
it
shit.
out,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And that'd be like low key. If we going back and forth with Drake, that'd be like
That's a
the
big joker.
ultimate like.
That's a big joke.
You know what I mean? That's a
That-
big.
yeah.
joke.
All you can do after that is say, "Oh, I had sex with your baby mama" or something. There's nothing else you can do.
Yeah, like
Cause he already rap about, "Oh, I be with SZA." Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Bitch,
I did a collab album with Wayne, who's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
Who
inspired
signed you.
Who signed you? And you ain't have. You've been with this nigga for years.
But I don't think Lil Wayne did it. I feel Lil Wayne's smart enough not to be like a pawn in the middle of it. He's like, I don't want to.
he already got caught dancing to the song. Yeah, he had to.
Oh, it's a good song. You can't stop a nigga from dancing.
He was.
But I ain't gonna make it out with you. Everybody like to dance, bitch.
Imagine Lil'Wayne singing.
He was
Not
on
Like
stage
Us.
and allowed his DJ to
Not
play
like-
it, and he was singing
not
along to
like
it
us.
on stage and shit.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Imagine him dancing to the part where he's the fuck Lil'Wayne girl.
And then you think they ain't gonna play that at the Super Bowl? Fuck out of here, man.
Does
They
he skip
playing
that part of the
Hey, man.
song, or did he listen to that part of the song when he say "fuck Lil'Wayne girl"?
It's possible for him to bring out Weezy, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not surprised.
I want him to bring out Weezy. I would feel disappointed.
I don't want him
yeah.
to bring out Weezy because I want Weezy to have his own Super Bowl in the future.
He
Yeah.
bring out J. Cole. J. Cole say, biggest to what? Biggest to.
Even if he bring J. Cole out, that would be even cool.
I seen
Yeah,
somebody say
I mean, they
something
homies.
about if he performed Poetic Justice but had Janet Jackson instead. I think that'd be.
What if he brings out Drake?
I'd be upset. That'd be cool though.
Twitter
Your
will
predictions
explode.
in the comments. Let us know your
That
predictions.
boy,
in the comments.
that boy,
Twitter will
Kendrick.
explode.
Gotcha.
That is crazy.